God forbid you ever actually see the bear. But if you ever encounter sights of a bear or what was remnants of a bear in a cornfield, they pick a bunch of ears of corn and then they will just sit down in the middle of the field and then eat them all. And so what's left is just this pile of sweet corn ears. And then you just see where the bear had been sitting. As opposed to like raccoons that like knock down a single stalk here or there, here, the pieces of it. It's like they just bring it all to them. So I'm just picturing TJ in his basement with all these bottles of New Riff just sitting down. And then all you see is just empty bottles of Brian's New Riff. And it was like, a TJ just sat down and just drank a bunch of whiskey.
So I'm not sure if that's a fat joke or an alcoholic joke, but we're going to go with it.
I'm going to go with both.
Preparing for hibernation.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
All right, so next round, we're going to go with Jim Beam versus Brian's wild card. Now, if you didn't watch, the caveat to the wild card is it had to be under $30, was it? Is what we agreed? $30. So it had to be under $30. Is what we
agreed. For a reasonable sized bottle, which I guess we needed to specify at the time, not given free from a friend.
Brian and I both thought about doing 375s for everything. All right.
Or little airplane bottles, although
I was honestly thinking airplane bottles, like free stuff from friends, like, but yeah.
I mean, Chuck flies Delta enough. He could just be like, hey, where's my free airplane bottles?
You get like Woodford.
He'll be like, I got this at the lounge.
On Delta flights, pro tip, I just take their old fashions. It's come in these little cans. Fantastic.
I'm so excited. So coming up spring break, we're going to Disney World. I think that is a long enough flight. They will serve alcohol and I can get an old fashioned because last time we flew, they're like, sorry, it's not long enough. I was like, I will pay you. And they're like, nope, can't do it.
Not long enough for alcohol? Like,
yeah.
Do they not know how to upsell?
I don't know. I tried.
Like, I feel like that is a horrible business model.
Brian.
So I don't get a lot of nuttiness. I would have said the Heaven Hill was more Jim Beam than this Jim Beam.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good.
You already chose. I'm still digesting the first one. You're already like, TJ's done.
Just go for the second one. You don't need to worry about the first one anymore.
I'm appreciating this. So I get a little bit of sweet caramel, a little bit of ethanol in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, so I get some nuttiness. There's the Jim Beam on the palate.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everybody watch Chuck's face right now.
Ooh. That nose isn't bad though. That's a lot of sweet.
It gave me hope. And then like gluten free.
I do get a little bit of a grain.
Yeah. It gives you hope.
Back.
And then like gluten free cookies, it just destroys it.
He hasn't tried it yet. You're not even giving my wild card a chance.
I mean, literally,
giving my wild card a chance
from the nose, Brian. Like I'm with you all the way on this.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Give it a chance.
I do it's starting to come in on the back though. I just like I get it.
As soon as he gets the grain note, it's done for Chuck.
It's like right now, it's luring you in with like this fresh baked cookie note. And then that just tells me it's going to be young grain dough.
Redneck Riviera. Granny panties.
I mean, I've had worse things from you, Brian.
You know, I try to expand your guys' horizons. And this is the things I get.
You paid
Appreciate
$3.
You setting my scale.
I would say you paid what, $15 for a liter of this?
$13.99.
Hey, well, now, Chuck, you were telling me you got to give it a chance, so go back and try it again, sir. It might
It's
get
not that
better.
bad. Hold on. Is it better than Henderson?
I couldn't tell you the last time I had Henderson.
Yeah.
So the answer is, does it matter?
I mean, this might replace Henderson on my shelf. I think it's worth the extra $3. You know, despite what these gentlemen are saying, I feel like it's decently close. And like a lot of tournament games, like it's close maybe in the first half, and then in the second half, it's like, okay, something. The teams begin to separate. And the nose on this first one, on my wild card, is very nice. I mean, maybe even overtakes the nose on the beam.
Making this take way too long.
No, okay. I get where he's going. I give you props, Brian. That is, I will. Nose and first half, they're good. Well, the nose is like the first quarter. So first quarter, they're hanging and is gone.
Well, college basketball is only half, so I mean,
there's still a quarter.
You still divide things in quarters.
Yeah, half of a half would be a quarter.
Even though there's not actually a quarter. It's a quarter.
The first 10 minutes of the half.
There you go.
There we go.
Which is a quarter.
So, okay, anyway. You know, so I digress. I feel like my wild card has a great nose, has decent flavor-ish, but the Jim Beam I do have to go with. But the bottom line is my wild card. You know what's great about March Madness, people? The Cinderella.
This isn't the Cinderella. The Cinderella comes through when they win.
And so
this is Belmont or something getting walloped by a 16 seed. Seed. Congratulations, you made the NCAA.
Not swallowed. My wild card, they competed. Okay, they competed in that first half, and they played their little hearts out. And then,
good job, coach.
The problem was they had no one over 6'6", and someone else came along and just beat them in the second half.
They had a great PR team. You did a great job hyping them up. They just
you should be proud of your season.
So, yep. Jim Beam for me also, and I'm going to guess Chuck. Jim Beam?
Don't speak for me.
Sorry.
Yes. Yes, Jim Beam.
But in fairness, you tainted the data by just throwing information at Chuck before he'd even tried it.
Brian, my answer is Jim Beam. Every time. Reveal to us what this is now that it's lost.
Do you have any guesses?
I'm going Granny Pennies.
It's too sweet for that, isn't it?
It is a Buffalo Trace product.
What? Ancient Eight? No, it can't be Ancient Eight. That's too sweet.
$13. What's a $14 Buffalo Trace product?
I don't know. What is it?
I feel like someone in the comments who knows it should
comments
take a guess right now. Like hit pause, take a guess. Good old Benchmark 8.
Wow. I've got people I know that's all they drink.
You know, it's not that like for $14. So might be the best value under 15. Brian, you're going to do a separate video, just you, because I don't want to participate. You're just going to do the best.
Nope, Brian. Here's your challenge that you need.
I work on a budget, people.
Right. Benchmark has an entire lineup now. They've got bonded. They got top floor. They got bottom floor.
Oh, man.
They've got everything, and it's all super cheap. You need to set up a Benchmark flight, sir. So now we've got Maker's Mark versus Barton. And if you know anything about Barton, that could be any number of things because a lot of people source Barton. So just saying. But Maker's Mark has got some heavy hitters because I know Chuck's got a lot of the limited releases.
I was going to say, where did I go with this? Did I use this as my budget pick? Or did I just go with one of those heavy hitter limited releases, which are honestly one of the best values in bourbon?
Yeah.
We can argue is the best value in bourbon.
Yeah.
That Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, the FEL 102 last year.
Well, even Maker's 101 and Maker's 46, those are good bourbons. And if you have if you have not checked out lately, go check out the new Maker's Mark 46 bottle. It's pretty good looking. I like it over the old one.
So Maker's classic nose here, just like sweet cherry, vanilla, like a little bit of maybe a toasted wood note, baked bread.
Oh, that is just, that's just a good, delightful, everyday drinker. You could just
really is.
do. I'm willing to say that's not one of the limited releases, though.
It doesn't. Yeah, I was actually on the same thought. I think he went. I might call this like Maker's 101.
Yeah, I'm thinking 46.
46.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Barton's got a good nose, though. It's got that oak, a little bit of pepper in there.
Yep.
I get a little bit more of like the baked bread to me. That's get a little bit of the pepper.
I like the spice on the nose.
I know exactly what that is. Without a doubt. I am proud of you, sir.
For me?
Yes. You did good.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm ready. When you are, gentlemen.
Yeah.
TJ, you go first you're going last since you don't have skin in this game.
Yep.
Brian, you were right. I think you went first last time, so I'll go first.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to go Makers. To me, the nose is classic Makers with this sweet caramel cherry note. To me, the finish still is superior to the Barton product. I'm getting too much grain notes, youngness on the Barton that it leaves you a little bit in that palate. And the nose to me isn't what I look for. So to me, it's close, but I'm going Makers.
I'll be honest, this is closer than I thought it would be. I like the nose on the Barton. Definitely a strong point. The Makers, I feel like, has a little bit more of a robust finish, which we know I'm into. Man, I really want to say Barton just to make TJ pick between the two. But objectively, I'm here enjoying both. And I hate to say it, but I think I have to lean Makers on this.
All right. So my vote doesn't matter. All right.
What was it, though?
It does. We got to know your opinion.
Oh, okay. So without a doubt, Barton takes it on the nose. Maker takes it on the palate because on the Barton, it gets really watery really quick. And then on the finish, I got to go Makers again. So overall, I'm giving it to Makers, though. If I had to guess, and that's what I think it is, I'm guessing this is the 1792 12 year, Brian.
You are wrong. The finish would be a lot more robust, and I believe the 1792 12 year that I have would have beaten this Makers.
I would have anticipated the same, Brian. So is this 1792 small batch, or what is this?
Oh, it can't be small. Oh,
So,
small batch, yeah.
It could be small batch.
Yeah. I was thinking single barrel. I was like, no way is it single barrel.
Oh, yeah, single barrel, yeah. This is nothing you've mentioned, actually. So you guys will admit, like, this was kind of close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, both. Here's what I'll say. I don't know. I don't know. They faced off the Jim Beam in the next round, which I feel like was kind of been one of the weaker wins. So I think the winner here has a chance. I don't know if I see either one of these really advancing to the finals at this point. But I was kind of surprised with how it turned out. And This is gonna, I believe, shock you guys. I went with a 80 proof, very old Barton.
Oh, okay.
Found this bad boy for $16.99.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the Cinderella story here that almost came through. I mean, you've had other Cinderellas that only play for a half. I feel like this Cinderella here lost by a buzzer beater here is pretty much how this went down. And so, I mean, very old Barton, $16.99. This is a solid pour under $20. So,
Oh, yeah.
There you go.